We have the Greatshield tank build. So for those of you who don't have the time or just don't want to spend hours on end learning Radahn's moves, this would be the build for you. I'd say it's pretty much foolproof. So what it is a Greatshield and spear combo. Having a spear allows you to attack while you're fully guarded with your shield. So just a little bit about what we're using here. I've got Mohgwyn Sacred Spear plus 10. This is the spear that you get for using Mohg's Remembrance. If you've already used the Remembrance and don't have the spear, I would suggest duplicating it to get the spear. Reason being is because this has very good blood loss buildup, which will trigger the bleeds from Radahn, which will do a lot of damage to his health. I've also got the Fingerprint Stone Shield plus 25. You could use the Verdigris Greatshield as well from Moore's questline. The reason why I chose this one over that one is because this one has a slightly higher holy damage negation stat, whereas the Verdigris Greatshield has a slightly higher guard boost stat. So really you could choose either one. I've done it with both of those shields, but I'm just choosing for this one over that one. I have the Verdigris Armor, which is again the armor that you get from Moore's questline. Any other very heavy armor will do. The Bull Goat set will work very well if you don't have this armor. I also have for talismans the Erdtree Favor plus 2, the Greatshield Talisman, the Golden Braid for extra holy damage negation, since Radahn does use quite a bit of holy damage attacks in his second phase. And then I'm also using the Pearl Shield Talisman for extra non-physical damage negation while guarding. We're going to be guarding basically the whole time. For items, I got the Boiled Crab just for extra damage negation. Shield Grease, which will allow us to, that basically buffs your shield, boosts guarding ability, and enhances all damage negation. If you don't have this, you can craft it. If you have the Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook 4, you get that in kind of the Liurnia ruins next to the Rhea Lucaria Academy. And in my Flask of Wondrous Physick, I've got the Opaline Hardtear, which also increases damage negation, and then the Thorny Tier, which boosts the attack power of successive attacks. So as for my stats, I've got 60 into Vigor, which is the soft cap for Vigor, 50 into Endurance, which is the cap of how much stamina you can receive, 55 Strength, which is the soft cap for Strength, and then everything else I just pretty much put into Arcane, and that's going to, the Arcane is going to boost the blood loss buildup effect of the weapon, and also since this weapon scales off of Arcane, that's very helpful. So that's pretty much it as far as the build is concerned. It's pretty simple, and as I said, it's mainly, we're going to be holding our shield up and then just using R1 to poke over and over and over again. The main thing to be cognizant of during this fight is making sure that you have enough stamina. So watch that stamina bar, and then when it starts to get low, I would suggest dropping the shield for a brief second while he's in between combos, so that way you can get that stamina recovery and then just go back to doing it. If you do get hit while you're recovering, or if your guard gets broken, it's not the end of the world. We have this really heavy armor on, which does it does pretty good damage negation in its own right, even without blocking, so that should give you an opportunity to go back and heal real quick. You're not gonna have to heal very much during this fight, so it's pretty good. And just for those of you who don't have the cookbook, I think it's right around here, and this is Rhea Lucaria Academy. It's you get it around here in these the ruins, the Academy Gate Town ruins over here. So that should allow you to craft the shield grease. All right, so before we head in, I'm going to buff up. And I'm going to showcase this build solo with Radahn first, just to kind of give you a feel for how it works. But then after that, we're going to quit out, and then I'll do it with summons, just because I'd recommend doing it with summons anyways. If you're just trying to make this easier for yourself, it'll make it go by quicker, even especially if you summon an Ansbach. I would recommend summoning Ansbach, but not Tialier, because Ansbach does his weapon does a lot of bleed loss buildup too, so you'll be bleeding Radahn even more. And Tialier really doesn't help much in this fight anyway, so I would recommend just going with Ansbach and your Mimic or whatever spirit summon you're using of choice. All right, so I'm gonna go on and buff up and go in. Pretty much always opens up with this attack. So shield up. Oh, he's doing his rock attack, so just blocking everything here. All right, so shield up and just hold L1 and press R1 to attack. And watch that stamina bar. So it's getting kind of low, so after this combo, I'm gonna let it recover a bit. So let stamina recover, and then rinse and repeat. Got the bleed there. I'm gonna let stamina recover again. I'm not attacking here because I want my stamina to recover. You notice I haven't even healed yet. So let's stamina recover and then go back to it. Now here I'm just blocking because I've got my almost have my guard broken. Took the hit there, that's fine. Still don't even really need a heal. I'm just going back to poke, 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 almost at phase 2. Heal here. So for this attack, don't even run away from him, just stay close and block. And then when he gets down, just go back to poking him. Now, the only thing you're going to need to be aware of is when he tries to grab you, you're still going to need to roll through that. And even though we're heavy rolling, you should still be able to roll through the attack. Trying to get my stamina back. I'm going to recover some health here. And my shield grease did wear off, but we're still doing fine. Got another bleed. Did get my guard broken, but that's fine. He didn't even really capitalize on it. Let me stamina recover a bit. If you do have the opportunity to reapply the shield grease, it would definitely help you, but it's not completely mandatory. And again, this is without summons, so this just goes to show how easy this build is. All right, let's stamina recover a bit. Back to blocking. Let's stamina recover a bit. Oh, this is perfect. Block. He gets down. Keep poking. Well, he's doing his meteor attack. If you can run to this corner right here, you're going to dodge most of the damage, if not all of it. See? Didn't even get hit by it. But if you do get hit by it, it's probably not going to kill you. Alternatively, you could just keep your shield up. All right, so here there's the grab. Gonna dodge through it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this was without a summon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and quit out. And we're gonna go back in with summons. Because I recommend you do it with summons. It'll make it even easier. So I'm gonna pull out Ansbach, not Tialier. And then summon Mimic as well. And this will be a piece of cake. Wait for him to come in. While it's coming in, I'm going to buff up. Pretty much block that opener. And once he goes on to Ansbach, I'm going to summon Mimic. The poke, 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 poke. I'm gonna back away and let him get on Ansbach for a sec so I can summon Mimic. And then from here, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Got the bleed there. Kind of keep an eye on that stamina. Let it recharge for a sec. All right. Got him a second phase already. So heal up here if you need to. And as for his first attack, just block it. Got my guard broken there, but not a huge deal. You see, I'm pretty much not even getting below half health. It's pretty crazy. Another bleed there. Oh, there's his grab. I got grab, that's fine.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by
As I said, even with the heavy armor, you can still roll through it if you see it coming. I just was not paying close enough attention. Got hit there. And we're done. We finished this even before he did his comet attack, which is pretty crazy. So, very nice. So it's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully with this, if with nothing else, this will get you the win against Radahn. And so yeah, congratulations. You have made it to the end of Shadow of the Erdtree. It is a bittersweet ending for us as well as this walkthrough comes to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this guide helped you out. And it was a lot of fun, guys. But as for now, this journey is over. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for all of y'all's support. And as always, we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.